PeelReport.ca. This video is being made in the AM on March the 21st. I've just sent a letter off to the Peel District School Board. If you haven't been following, the Peel District School Board are the people that want to indoctrinate all of your children into radical Islam by allowing Arabic prayer in all of our public schools, even though this is a Christian country and Christian prayer is not allowed in the same schools. Tony Pontes is the Director of Education and Canada's most useless adult male, as I've covered before. He's even had a lawyer tell me I'm not allowed to say that anymore. And I've essentially told the lawyer where to go. The letter that I'm going to read to you right now is what they all received today, because they've told me that I'm not allowed to go to any more public meetings, because that means they would have to face me and debate me, and the Peel District School Board staff and trustees have no capacity to debate in any way. Let's read the letter. Again, this is me writing to them. Good day, all members of the Peel District School Board. I do not need to remind you that Tony Pontes was kind enough to send me a threatening letter written and mailed by his secretary, demanding that I stay off all Peel District School Board properties. She very foolishly included Education Act Section 207 as a way to show me that she had done a little bit of research. Well, as a speed reader and a member of the Canadian intelligentsia, I'm egocentric. I read the whole Education Act, and you people are in trouble. Over the next year, I'll be informing the public of all of your infractions, but let's not digress. Education Act 207, subsection 1, subject to subsections 2 and 2.1. The meetings of a board and the meetings of a committee of the board, including a committee of the whole board, shall be open to the public, and no person shall be excluded from a meeting that is open to the public. All right? That's me. I'm a taxpayer. I don't want the people at the Peel District School Board to get a single penny of my money, but every year I'm forced to drop $4,000, and they get some of it. And if I'm going to have to do that, you're going to have to endure me in that building, because it's my building. All right. Watch one of my previous videos where Janet McDougald, the racist, misandrist pig that she is, told me that I was racist and wouldn't let me speak at the last meeting. The only improper conduct shown was by Janet McDougald, who made a false accusation of me in order to deflect the debate away from what improper acts you are all guilty of. There have been no filings of my alleged misconduct with the Peel Regional Police, nor any judge in Peel Region by any of you, meaning that you have no legal claims on me that would warrant my deliberate exclusion from any public meetings that you hold. So what I'm saying here is they didn't call the police. The police were actually at the last meeting. The link is below for you to click on. And the police deemed that no laws were broken. They also didn't even get their lawyer to send me this threat. And they didn't go to the courthouse to make any formal complaints with any judges. So they can tell me I can't go to a public building, but they can't enforce it. I am warning you in advance that not only are you in violation of Section 207 of the Education Act, but you are also in violation of the Criminal Code of Canada, Section 423, subsection 1, on intimidation. Let me read that to you. 423, Section 1, everyone is guilty of an indictable offense, and for my American friends, that would be a felony, and liable to imprisonment for a term of not more than 5 years. Woohoo! 5 years, Tony Pontes. I would love to see you. I'm not going to say getting raped. It's an easy joke. I'd love to see you having to defend yourself against the guys in our local maximum security prisons. 5 years, Tony? God, I wish I could see you there. I'd come and visit. I would. 5 years, or is guilty of an offense punishable on summary conviction who wrongfully and without lawful authority for the purpose of compelling another person to abstain from doing anything that she or he has the lawful right to do, or to do anything that he or she has a lawful right to abstain from doing. What that means is you cannot threaten me and tell me that I'm not allowed to wear a shark skin blue suit jacket. Or if I say to you, I do not eat pork or I do not eat steak, you cannot force me to eat those things. That's what this is saying here. And when Tony Pontes hid behind his secretary's skirt to send me a letter threatening me to not go back to his building, he has done just that, because he's told me that he's going to have me charged. Well, I'm telling him that you can't do that. You are attempting to intimidate me so that none of you need to face me. Why? Because none of you have the skills it would require to debate me in any way. This is not just my opinion. This is the opinion of the nation whom, thanks to your own cowardice and treason, now know your names, faces, and phone numbers. I will be exercising my right to be at any and all Peel District School Board public meetings as they happen. If you instruct your security guards to make physical contact with me in any way, I'll be charging them with assault. Naturally, when prompted by the Crown Attorney, or in the States, a district attorney, your security staff will indicate that they were just following your orders, which means you'll be charged as well. Accessory to a crime. You just can't tell someone to go beat that guy up and get away with it. It's just not how it works. Don't think for an instant that I won't file charges against you all. Peel District School Board people watching this video, understand this. I don't like you. I think that you all should be in prison for 25 years for treason. I will find a way to get you at least a night in jail at some point, so watch out. I'm coming for you. Should you use any intimidation tactics towards me in the future, I will be going to the Brampton courthouse and sitting down with a justice of the peace to charge you criminally with intimidation. Do not forget also that due to the fact that we still live in a democratic nation, meaning that your attempts to convert Canada into an Islamo-fascist state have not yet come to fruition, should you people break the law in any way, you'll have to endure me at your residences and places of business serving you legal documents, just like I did to the fraudster and extortionist in Brampton, Wendy Bennett Costante of the Ontario Lacrosse Association. Don't believe me? Here's the video. I've got the link to the video where I serve a very evil, heartless woman court papers for being an evil, heartless woman who breaks the law frequently. At 5 o'clock in the morning, where you get to see her lunch lady arms and cellulite bouncing off of her arms. And I'm saying all that because she truly is an evil person. So, Peel District School Board, you want me at your homes? No problem. And keep this in mind also, is I can do it any time of the day. I can film it, which I do for my own protection. And if you're not home, I can pitch a tent on your front lawn, which I'll do, with big signs saying I'm serving court papers to your name. It's all legal. It's all legal. Isn't that incredible? It's all legal. Isn't it great to know the law? You should be very careful when dealing with me, as I have read the entire Education Act, Charter of Rights and Freedoms, Criminal Code of Canada, Bible, Book of Mormon, and the Quran. I am armed to the teeth with all the knowledge I need to defeat any and all of you in any debate on these subjects. And as an idealist, which I am, you can never break my spirit. I, unlike all of you, am willing to die for my country. I know what valor is. None of you can even spell it. You've tried to call me racist, and you've tried to shut me out of your buildings. Your tactics are not going to work, and I'm going to remind you all that you work for me, and you work for all the people in Peel Region. You should give serious consideration to standing on guard for Canada and not being the gatekeepers for radical Islam. See you Wednesday. Kevin J. Johnston. Now, if you're watching this video on the 21st or 22nd of March 2017, please go to meet with me 7 p.m. at the Peel District School Board head office, which is at the southwest corner of Matheson and Hurontario Street in Mississauga. People, Google it. Look at Google Maps. It's going to show you exactly where it is. I will be there with the Rebel.media, who's going to film me walking into the building and film me speaking with anybody who wants to talk to me before the meeting begins, while the meeting is in progress, and after the meeting ends. You cannot intimidate me. It's impossible. I've already faced death a couple of times. Driving a car off a cliff. By accident, of course. Being bitten by a rattlesnake and having to drive a large number of kilometers to get to the hospital. You want to poke the hole in my leg, I'll gladly let you do so to show you what snake venom does to the human body. It's awful. I've been mugged twice at gunpoint and once at knife point, and I've been cut by a knife by a nutcase. I know what these things feel like. What are any of the Peel District School Board going to do to try to intimidate me? Cry? Whine? Call me racist? You've tried that. Doesn't work. You'll get what you want from me, Peel District School Board, so long as you're willing to point a loaded weapon at me. Until any of you get the stones to do that, you're getting nothing from me that you want. And believe me, you're going to start doing what I want, because what I want is the same thing that the entire general public wants, and that is a Canada free of radical Islam. And that comes from the Muslim community as well. Start paying attention to us. Kevin J. Johnston, freedomreport.ca.